Hi, everyone. Now, today we're going to be working on a question where I have different units and I'm looking at percentages. And remember, this is a calculator part of the test, so I can keep that in mind when I need to choose the method that I'm going to work with. Now, let's have a look at the question. So it's saying Andrew works out for 30 minutes every day. So he goes to the gym for 30 minutes every day. If he spends 35% of his workout time one day waiting for the weight rack. So he's just waiting there, waiting for his turn for 35% of his time there. And remember, he stays there for just 30 minutes. It's not saying he is going to be doing the actual workout for 30 minutes. He's saying, this question is saying he will be there for 30 minutes doing the workout. So 35% of those 30 minutes, he's just waiting for the weight rack. And then they're saying how many seconds of that day's workout did he spend waiting for the weight rack? So this is our key thing over here. We are asked how many seconds are we waiting for the weight rack? Or is Andrew waiting for the weight rack, right? So basically, you know how we said 35% of those 30 minutes was his wait time for the weight rack? Well, we just need to keep in mind that that 35% of the 30 minutes, we wanted to just get that in seconds, not in minutes, right? So there's two different ways you can do this. One is to get answer in minutes, then convert to seconds. Okay, that's the first method. The second method would be to the second method would be to convert immediately, okay, first to seconds, then solve, okay? And the reason I personally would choose number two is because I'm very forgetful, and when I'm doing when I'm doing multiple choice, I kind of just want to go to the next question. You're just trying to get through the test. So typically what I would do is I would convert anything I need to convert from the beginning to make sure that I am staying in the correct units, because a lot of the time once you get the answer, so you've gotten that 35% of the 30 minutes, most of the time we forget, and they will typically put the answer in there in minutes, and you're going to see that really soon actually. So what I would do is that I would just convert from the beginning. So I'm going to answer this question kind of doing that. So I'm going to say, okay, so if I were to convert my 30 minutes to seconds, now remember when I wanted to do that, I wanted minutes to cancel out. So I put the minutes on the bottom and I put the seconds on the top. Okay. And then I kind of see what is the proportionality between them. So how many seconds are there in minutes? Well, I know that there are 60 seconds in 1 minute, right? So I'm saying, well, then how many seconds are in 30 minutes? So I can just do that multiplication. 3 times 6, that's 18. And then I can just put the zeros. So and the minutes can cancel out. So that's 1,800 seconds. And remember, I wasn't just asked how many seconds are in 30 minutes. We were asked how much of that time was spent waiting. So I was asked, what is 35% of 1,800, right? Now I can do this by saying, you know what, I'm going to bring this to the top over here. I can do this by saying 35 over 100, and this is calculator friendly. So if you were to put this in the calculator, you could do it really quickly. But I can just see over here that this is the multiplication I can do. I can just say, what is 35 times 18? And I should get 630. Okay. And remember, this is 630 seconds because I did that conversion in the beginning. Okay. So this would be my answer. But I want to show you something really quickly, and I'm going to do this in a different color. I'm going to kind of highlight this in blue, and then I'm going to show you what I would do if what a lot of people tend to do. So I get my answer in minutes. So I say 35% of 30 minutes. So then I do, actually, we can just do it as 0.35 multiplied. It doesn't matter whether you did the fraction or not. So 0.35 times 30. And I'm just going to do that over here, 0.35 times 30. And that gives me 10.5. Do you see how that's one of the answers? And they will typically do this. They will typically put an answer that is the incorrect answer for making a silly mistake where you forget to convert this, because the last step over here was to convert to seconds by multiplying that by 60. And then you would have gotten 630, right? So you would have done this multiplication afterwards. But a lot of the times we forget to make that conversion afterwards because we see our answer in the solutions. We're like, oh, look at that. That's my answer. And then we circle it and we move on to the next question. Just make sure you're not doing that. Make sure that if you can make a conversion from the beginning, make that and then continue on with your solution, okay? All right, everyone, I hope that helped and I hope I'll see you next question. Bye.